Hello, this is Roger Michalski, publisher of Eagle Financial Publications, and today I'm going to be your tour guide for the dividendinvestor.com website. Really love this site. We ran across this site a while ago, and I went out and bought it. We had to buy this thing. There's so many cool features. There's no way for me to walk through everything on here, but I'm going to try to go through the highlights so you get a better understanding for when you become a subscriber to dividendinvestor.com, all the great information that you'll have. So I've already logged in. I'm going to start off at the quote page, and I've already typed in EPD, which happens to be one of my favorite dividend stocks. It's a pipeline stock. Mark Skousen has been recommending this for quite a while. It's done well. Even though as I'm recording this, oil had been down a little bit, so it's had a little bit of a decline, but it's really a great long-term play, I believe. But anyway, let me just show you some of the great things just on a regular quote page that I don't think you're going to find in a lot of other places. So we have a lot of the regular information, the dividend yield right now, 6.1%. But we have a projected 10-year dividend. So over the next 10 years, we see that dividend yield going up to 10.5%. The last 5 years, it's been a 4.8% average. We have the dividend rate, the payout ratio, 5-year ratio, or 5-year average, 3-year average, dividend growth, 5-year average. Our proprietary all-star ranking from 0 to 5 stars. We have a 4-star on this stock. 17 straight years of dividend increases. So lots of great information. Of course, the basics, your dividend X date, the dividend pay date, what the current amount of dividends are, the latest close price, 52-week high low. A lot of other information that you see in other places, but I think we've laid it out nicely here. A lot of information you don't get in other places, as well as the basic information, as well as here's a very nice payout history all the way back. You can see just how they just keep increasing, and some other general information, the website, what the sector is, a couple of other things as well. So very nice quote page. Let's go to the dividend calendar next, which this is something get a lot of our subscribers use this page. I'm recording this on March 8th, so let's do the start date, and let's just go through the end date of March 31st. Hit the submit button. And then you'll see here are all the companies that will be paying dividends in the time period that you selected. You can sort on all these columns. Just click a column, dividend yield. And here you go. It's all sorted by dividend yield. If you click again, it'll do just the opposite. So this is from lowest to highest. It'll click it again, and it'll go from highest to lowest. Gives you lots of information. Our all-star ranking, consecutive increases, how many years has it been increasing its dividend, lots of different things, how many times it pays in the last 12 months, what the market cap is, all sorts of information. The other thing, on every screener that you do on this site, you can download it by just hitting this button. It downloads to Excel, so that way you can sort things. You can do all sorts of things in Excel, keep a history of things, all sorts of pretty cool features. And also, if you find one that you like and you say, hey, I want to track this, you can add it to your scorecard here. There's 5 scorecards where you can keep track of 5 of your own portfolios. And we'll get to that in a little bit. Other things you can select, let's just say here we want to do market cap over $1 billion. We only want people on the New York Stock Exchange. We only want the financial sector. So you can screen by any of those factors, and you see in just seconds all the stocks that represent the screen that you just did, and so it's your screen. So if you're looking for a certain type, hey, I need a financial stock to add to my portfolio. Look at financial. If you're looking for one over a certain dividend yield, you can do that. There's all sorts of things to screen by. And I'm not going to go through all the different screenings on every one of these. We'd be here for hours because there's so many different ways you can do it. But I'm going to just try to highlight the main ones for you. So that's the dividend calendar. Great, especially if you want to get a stock and do a dividend capture strategy where you're getting that dividend right away. You can use the calendar for that. Let's go to the screener. And again, the screener, lots of different ways, lots of different information, lots of ways you can screen things. And you can customize your screening so that if there's a certain thing you always want to screen for, you can save it. So I'm going to do one. I just call it test one for the purposes of this video. And I made it very, very selective, but here's just a few stocks from the thing. I had a 12-month that the total return is over 25%. The market cap was over $1 billion. Institutionals held over 50% of the stock. The debt equity ratio was under 50%, so really, really tight. I also did dividend yield over 3%, so very, very tight. That's why only like 3 things came up, but I wanted to show you that you can really get down to a select few of the best stocks and the way you want to screen them. Another great feature is our email alerts. Our site is actually updated 5 times a day with the newest information. Stock quotes are constantly updated, but throughout the day as new dividends are announced or dividend cuts or anything like that, site is updated 5 times a day. So that's very that's a lot. So you're always getting the most current information. You can also have a bunch of information emailed to you, and you can just turn on or off all these different things. So if you're a subscriber, you can get dividend announcements. You can get emails on anybody who's increased their dividend, decreased their dividends, information on our all-stars, just the monthly payers, MLPs, dividend yields over a certain amount. If anybody suspended their dividend, you want to stay away from those stocks. Or, as I said, there's 5 scorecards, which I'll go through later. You can, where you've selectively put your own portfolio in, you can get announcement just on the stocks on those portfolios. So lots of things that we can email to you so you're always up to date. Let's go to the dividend detector section. Lots of things here. You can screen by dividend, people who have declared their dividend increases, decreases, issued a special dividend, stock split, they suspended their dividend, or you can screen things that are near their 52-week high or low. So if you're looking for momentum stock, you might want to look at things that are within the 2% or 5% of their 52-week high. Or if you're looking for a rebound stock, a bargain basement, good value, always buy low, sell high, right? You can screen things by stocks that are near their 52-week low. So let's go to dividend decreases. Let's just do that. And again, you can select by market cap, by dividend yield. So here's all the stocks that have decreased their dividend. And you can select the last 30 days, 31 to 60 days, different time periods. And then, of course, you can say, hey, dividend yield over 5%. Let's go. And there you go. There's dividends that have been decreased, but are still over 5%. So lots of different ways you can screen things again. All right, let's go to dividend history. So basically here you can put in a stock and you get the history. So here's a couple stocks, ticker symbol PG and ticker symbol KMI. It'll tell you what sector, what the dividend yield is, and year by year, 2016, 2015, 2014, you can see we go all the way over. You got 20 years of dividend history, and it'll tell you what the dividend was paid year by year, as well as dividend growth and what it has been, the growth over 3 years. So, lots of information, so you can really see a history on stocks and what their dividend has been. Have they been going up? Have they been going down? You can see this one since 2009, it was $1.72 per share. Through 2015, $2.63 per share. So they really increased their dividends over those 6 years. All right, let's go to the scorecard. Here's where you can have 5 different scorecards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We just put in some random letters and stuff in here, but in some random stocks, just to show you all the things you can do. So you can, delete all your stocks. You start with a clean slate and just put in your portfolio. So if you have a dividend portfolio, you could put in one scorecard that's all your dividend stocks. Maybe you have a growth portfolio. You can have a scorecard for that. Maybe you have a watch list. You can have a scorecard for that, and you can name the scorecards up here. Just anywhere, just press the pencil, and you can change the information there. So you just simply put in your ticker symbol. Add your ticker symbol here, then go in, and I just randomly said, okay, I have 100 shares of this. Here's my cost, and it will tell you, what your cost was, what your gain loss was on that stock, what your annual dividend income is going to be from that stock. So that's very good information. Whole bunch of information, all-star ranking, how many consecutive increases, just all sorts of things, ex-dividend dates, previous amount, what was the old dividend, what is the new amount of the dividend, how long have they been paying dividends. So on your scorecard, you can find out so much about your portfolio all in one spot. If you go into dividend income, this is looking only at your portfolio, and it'll tell you can do it quarterly, and it'll tell you how much money you're getting every quarter from each individual stock. So you can see January, February, March 2015, this portfolio brought in $96. The previous, it was $92. Click there, and it's just going back in time. So it's very nice to find out, every quarter what you're receiving from your portfolio. You can change that to by month, or you can change it by year. So lots of different ways to look at your portfolio historically. What has your portfolio been doing, and what is it going to do quarterly? Let's go to dividend calculator. This is just a simple little thing where you can just put in what is your current dividend income, how many years, and it'll calculate out to say if you're at $10,000 and you're at a 5% dividend growth, year by year, here's how much money you'd be getting in annual dividend. So 5%, 7.5%, 10%. It's a good way to plan out what a scenario, what's going to happen to me, with my money going forward if I got this kind of dividend growth. There's also the dividend reinvestment calculator. You can say, hey, if my starting yield, let's just put in 5%. Let's say I have a 10% growth rate. I have 100 shares of the stock. Cost me $10 a share. I want to hold it for 5 years. I'm going to calculate that. And here you go. So it gives you over the next 5 years what your income is going to be, what your dividend yield is. So you start at 5.13. Well, year one was 5%, 10%, with the growth rate, compounded quarterly. Here's where you'll end up at 5 years. And here's what your holdings value is going to be. So some pretty cool little calculators to help you plan your retirement in your portfolio. Going back to the homepage, like I said, you just saw me click on the logo here in the upper left-hand corner. Lots of other tools. I'm not going to go through all these, but basically you can click here and it only lists stocks that have monthly dividends. If you're looking for REITs, you can go here. If you're looking closed-end funds, you're looking for DRIP, you're looking for a royalty trust directory, you're looking for MLPs, you're only looking for ETFs. You just want to look at our all-star rankings, our screen, lots of different tools that you can go to. You can see, some testimonials. We have articles that our team will be posting regularly. There's stock news and updates in this corner, and then we also have a glossary of dividend terms for you. So that's just an overview. There's so many things you can do with this site. The best thing to do is become a subscriber. Play around with it, put in your scorecards, and sign up for our email alerts, and you'll just be amazed at the reference tool you have here to do your own screening, your own research, confirm somebody else's research. If you're a subscriber to, let's say, one of our newsletters, it's a good way to go into here and kind of police what other people are saying about a particular stock, dig in deeper to that stock before you invest. This is just a great tool. I hope you have enjoyed this video. I hope you are, if you're not already a subscriber, I hope you become a subscriber and give us a try. I think you will be very impressed and stay as a subscriber for a long time, because our subscribers do tend to stay, and they really like the site. So thank you very much. I look forward to welcoming you as a new subscriber soon.